Yo, what is going on, guys? And it's been announced Pacers are going to be losing Myles Turner. He's out indefinitely with a toe injury. Indiana Pacers center Myles Turner is out indefinitely with a toe injury, the team announced Monday. The Pacers said an MRI showed Turner had a partial tear of the plantar plate in the great toe of his right foot. Turner, 25, is averaging 12.6 points, 6.5 rebounds, and is leading the league with 3.4 blocks per game, which would also mark a career high through 47 games this season. With that being said, what do we think of the Indiana Pacers now? I think he was a huge part of their run and why they could potentially be in the playoffs. And it's not a good sign when your defensive leader goes down with an injury. And if you guys don't know how toe injuries work, they're the worst when they're on your big toes. Because if you guys don't follow football, the only reason I know this is I watched the Pat McAfee show and he was explaining that Pat McAfee went on to NXT and he did a backflip and he broke his big toe. And he was talking about Patrick Mahomes, who still just recently got out of a boot from having a turf toe type injury. And supposedly, when you break your toe, especially like the plantar plate, there's these it's like a plate under your fat toe, and that takes a long time to heal. And if it doesn't properly heal, it's like Willie Parker. If you guys don't remember him in 2009 and the 2005 Super Bowl for the Pittsburgh Steelers, his career ended over a toe injury. So I'm sorry to put football in a basketball video, but I think that was the best way to explain it because toe injuries are more frequent. And even though Andre Drummond also had a toe injury this year, it's just you see them more in football. And the Pacers right now are the ninth, or right now in the ninth seed, they would be in the play-in tournament. And what I think is with this team now losing Myles Turner, who I first want to say, since the All-Star break, if you look at this team, they've been interesting. It's been a very interesting team. They've lost the last two games. I think Nate Jorgen's done an amazing job for a first-year head coach. Malcolm Brogdon, since the All-Star break, has been this team's leading scorer. And Karis LeVert and Domantas Sabonis have also dropped 18 points apiece during this time. So scoring-wise, losing Myles Turner won't be a huge loss. I think it'll open up the door for Goga. I can't say his last name, Biatse. And tell me how to pronounce that down below. But we'll see more of Goga, who's a 6.1 points per game and 4 rebounds and about 1.3 blocks per game since the All-Star break, which he's appeared in about 20 games. So I think Goga's going to get playing time, and I think he can do a Kroger version of Myles Turner, offering that defense. He'll get the blocks. I don't think they'll be too worried about the blocks. I think Goga can step in and play 25 minutes at most a night, and I think Jakar Sampson can help out there. But besides that, if we're looking at lineups, how do I envision this going now? Obviously, do you think they move Sabonis to the center position and have Goga coming off the bench for center, or do you leave Domantas at the power forward position and put Goga at the starter, but then you're screwed with your backup because they don't really have a backup center, so they might have to sign somebody. And then I think if you put Domantas at the center position, you bring Doug McDermott or somebody else like Jakar Sampson into the backup power forward position, because obviously you got to decide if you want Sabonis to stay at the power forward position or move him to the center. I would move him to the center, have Doug come in as a stretch four, and try to play Jakar. Find another. I think it'd be easier to find a valuable defensive wingman in free agency right now than it would be to find a guy who could fill the center role. I just think also because they're not pressed to make a run right now, they're just having a really good year, and it's good that they're having a really good year. We didn't expect them to have this great of a year, so that's what they have to be happy. So the silver lining is with this injury, we get to see Goga, who they invested in, and they might decide, hey, it's not worth re-signing their boy Myles Turner. So there's always that. I just think right now it's not going to be as big as a impact, I personally believe, as the media will make it out. I think this team can definitely survive without it. I'm actually a big believer in Goga, the Georgian. It's kind of funny. He missed a lot of time with injury, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Nate Jorgen will do the right thing. He comes from a good coaching tree, so it's not like he's coming from a bunch of guys who don't know what they're doing, you know? So that's the good thing. And I think it'll open up playing time for the younger guys that they are waiting for. And everything, I think it'll work out. I think it'll all work out really nicely with a little cherry on top. So I want to hear right now in the comments, what do you guys think of this team, the Indiana Pacers? Hit me in the comments section. Hit that like and subscribe button to help support the channel. But besides that, I think Myles Turner injury won't be a huge factor. I still think this team will make the playoffs. Don't worry, boys and ladies and gentlemen. I don't know who's watching, but yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys do have a great day. Till next, guys. Peace out.